Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
This is awesome!
Hello and welcome once again to Cheap Shot Entertainment. We're a bit light on the ground at the moment with another pay-per-view not being till the end of this month as we are filming this. We're now in May, my birthday month, so we've got plenty of stuff coming up in this month. Not so much from April, but that's the way the wrestling goes sometimes. Anyway, we're going to take you through everything that happened in NXT UK number 41 this week. It was aired on the, hold on, I'm trying to think, it was the 1st of May 2019, and we're still at WrestleMania Access for this one. Last one at WrestleMania Access, and then next week we are in Glasgow, Scotland, the home of Gallus, as it were, and Piper Niven and Kaylee Ray and Kenny Williams. Hooray! Anyway, you are the Cheap Shot Nation. I am your host Luke, and this is everything that happened in NXT UK number 41. Very wrestling heavy show. I like that. Getting back into some sort of form after WrestleMania and building up the big Pete Dunne versus Walter match. Incidentally, we see Walter for the first time since winning that championship in this show. So, without further ado, let's get on with that. You can join us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and leave us a comment down below. Click the like button and do all those YouTube type stuff that you are used to doing by now if you like the videos. But please let us know if you do like the videos, because that keeps us going. So let's get on with the show, and we'll see you for the first match. And so your first match at NXT number 41 would see the Kiwi buzzsaw Travis Banks back after a good couple of weeks hiatus from his last match in NXT UK, and he's going against a new competitor called Mansoor. It says on the back of his trunk, it says Arab Pride, so I'm guessing he's one of the new recruits from over there, from the Arabian countries. They're getting a performance centre up over there. Incidentally, we'd also see him on NXT as well, so I think they're sort of floating between the two. But like I say, we're at WrestleMania Access, so we get a lot of crossover matches anyway. So yeah, Mansoor, for the first time I've seen him, I'm really impressed. Came out playing pretty much a heel here against Travis Banks. Obviously Travis Banks is very much a crowd favourite in the UK. The American crowd probably don't know as much about Travis Banks as they probably should, or NXT UK, to be honest. Excuse me. But yeah, Mansoor would put up a good fight in this match. I'm very impressed with this young man putting up that fight against the more grizzled veteran-like status of Travis Banks. But it would be Travis Banks who would eventually come out on top. He would hit a slice of heaven after hitting a dive to the outside, and Mansoor hit a reverse suplex driver type of thing, and that was really impressive. I like that move very, very much. Very, very unique offense, as Mauro Ranallo would say. Mamma mia. Anyway, he would hit the slice of heaven, which is the like the Salida del Sol from Kalisto, and a Kiwi crusher for the win. Like I say, Mansoor gave a good account of himself here. Excuse me again. Hay fever season. So yeah, expect me to be like this, a bit nasally, in the next couple of months as we get through hay fever season. Give as good as he got, and put on a really good match. Great opening match for NXT UK this week. But your winner is the Kiwi buzzsaw Travis Banks. And your next match is a women's division match featuring Piper Niven, also known as Viper. Really nice girl she is as well. Met her in Hope Wrestling. This is what I always say about independent wrestling. Go and support your local independent wrestling show, and don't just think that it's something that you can only see on TV, because you never know when you're going to see a future WWE star in the making. I've seen Piper Niven, Eddie Dennis, I've shaken hands with Tyler Bate, and all these people that are now in the mainstream, on WWE, on television, at WrestleMania, NXT takeovers. It's something you don't get to do when you go and see a WWE show. But for £5 to sort of £15, you can see all these people, and it's absolutely great. Anyway, Piper Niven, it would be going against Rena Gonzalez. Of course, we saw Gonzalez in the Mae Young Classic last year, as well as I think we saw Piper Niven in the first one back in 2017. Similar in stature, these two ladies, quite tall, quite strong, well built, to put it nicely, and excuse me, it would be a butting of two female bulls in this match, but Piper Niven would come out on top, showing her superior strength and a bit more experience inside that squared circle, hitting the Michinoku driver for the win. Rena Gonzalez wouldn't go out without a fight, taking the fight to Piper Niven throughout the match, in fact getting the better of her in the first opening exchanges. Well, like I say, the experience edge of Piper Niven would come into play towards the end of the match. She would hit the Michinoku driver and get the win. Very pleased for Piper Niven to get that first win in WWE, and obviously the crowd were quite pumped for that as well. So well done to Piper Niven, winning her first match on NXT UK. At least I think it's the first match. The commentators said that she had a match before. Maybe she did, I can't remember. Well, I'll have a look back at that. But yeah, your winner is Piper Niven. We next get a promo from Gallus telling us that Glasgow is Gallus in Scotland, doing a little bit of promotion for NXT UK, heading to the capital of Scotland next week. Again, excuse me for the coughing, saying that Glasgow is Gallus. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Be slightly different to be north of the border. Like they said, we've been in England, we've been in America, we haven't been anywhere else in the UK yet. We haven't been to Wales, we haven't been to Ireland, we haven't been to Scotland, but we're now in Scotland, so that's good. Yeah, moving on to the main event of the show. It would be quite an epic match, non-title, which the challenger was not very happy about. We're going to move on to that now. So your main event of NXT UK number 41 on the WrestleMania Access sort of setup would be Jordan Devlin versus the new champion, the new UK champion in Walter, in a non-title match. Of course, this is also setting up for Pete Dunne versus Walter 2, which is what the WWE Universe is clamouring for, apparently. It was a very good match, so I'll be looking forward to that and see if Pete Dunne can pick up his title again. I personally think that Walter's going to keep the title for a little while. Pete Dunne's had a very long run. He's gone down in history as one of the longest reigning champions in WWE history. But I think sooner rather than later, Pete Dunne is going to be going to a main show. Don't know which one, but I think that's going to happen eventually, and let NXT UK be its own thing without British Strong Style, because I think Mustache Mountain are probably going to go with him as well. Surprisingly, or not surprisingly, because when Jordan Devlin says he's going to do something, he usually does it, and you don't bet against the ace. He took the fight to Walter. He chopped him down. He focused on the legs, the tree trunk legs of Walter, and took him down to one knee, took him down to the ground, were pulling those stump-like legs all around the ring, and really took the fight to Walter. At one point, Walter looked like he had blood on his face. From his mouth, I think it was. So it was a hard-hitting match for Walter in this one. For his, well, not even his first defence, but a non-title match. And Jordan Devlin has done everything he can to possibly make sure that he is the next challenger for that championship, and I think he is. Not a massive fan of Jordan Devlin, but he is growing on me. When he says he does some, when he says he's going to do something, he does it. And I'm starting to really like Jordan Devlin, to be honest. Love Walter as well. Really great match. Walter's not a one-hit wonder, but he does use his power quite a lot. Big chops and punches and kicks and stuff. And you know, that big splash off the top rope. You know, you expect big guys to do power bombs, choke slams, things like that. It's pretty linear when it comes to 7-footers, but to see a 7-footer get to the top rope and hit a splash like he did on Pete Dunne to win that title, you know you got something special here. Anyway, it wasn't a splash that would win the match in this one. It would be a straight out power bomb on Jordan Devlin for the win. And like I say, Jordan Devlin executed his game plan perfectly, and he must now be in the picture for a future title shot. Your winner is Walter in this match. Incidentally, after the match, Pete Dunne heads down to the ring and enters the ring with a microphone. Walter still carrying his championship, newly won. So new, in fact, that they haven't even changed the side plates yet. They still say Pete Dunne on them. And says 4 words: give me my rematch. No words exchanged here. Walter just nods. Sometimes the international language of a head movement says everything you need to know. So we are on course for Walter versus Pete Dunne 2. Don't know when that's going to happen. Obviously, we've had a long time since WrestleMania. Maybe they're going to announce another NXT UK takeover. Who knows? Yeah, basically, we're getting Walter versus Pete Dunne 2, which is cool. But yeah, your winner in this match via a powerbomb and a pin is the Ring General. I forgot his name there. Ring General Walter. And so that is everything that happened in NXT number 41, NXT UK number 41. Took place at WrestleMania Access on the 1st of the 5th, 2019. That is when it was released. Obviously at WrestleMania Access it was the beginning of beginning of April. Hay fever's messing with my brain. Yeah, really good show. Definitely getting back on form. It started getting a bit boring towards going into TakeOver New York, and yeah, they've definitely got back on track now. Very wrestling heavy, fewer promos. And that's what I like that in my NXT UK. Like I say, I am planning on finishing at 50 and giving a retrospective of where we've been and where we've gotten to now. Finishing my reviews of NXT UK at number 50. If they do any more NXT UK takeovers, I will do those as part of my reviews schedule. But I just don't feel like we're getting enough people watching these videos to take up my time, and then I can sort of start enjoying watching them. Not that I don't enjoy watching them, I can just sort of sit down with a cup of tea and watch it. And you won't find any other phrase that's more English than that. Sit down with a cup of tea and watch TV. Yeah, really good show. Definitely back on form. Suggest you go and watch it. It's on the WWE Network. Get your first month for free, and the rest is $9.99. WWE, if you're watching, give me a check. Anyway, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Hit a powerbomb on that subscription button, and a drop kick on that notification bell to know when we upload new content to the channel. New videos coming all the time here on Cheap Shot Entertainment. Finally getting ahead of my schedule and releasing videos sort of every couple of days, depending on whether I'm here or not. I'm away quite a bit this month as well. It's been really good. It's been really good in April. Got more to look forward to in May. We've got a couple of Aspire shows. We've got a couple of, or at least one Hope Future show, which I'm really enjoying at the moment. We've got quite a few coming up, and we've got a House of Pain show at the beginning of June as well coming up. So lots and lots to look forward to here on Cheap Shot Entertainment. We hope you've enjoyed the video. You are the Cheap Shot Nation. I am your host, Luke, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.